What does Army Reserve Recognition Day mean to you?
Oh well, it's a day to recognize the contributions and the efforts of reservists, and here in Canada. The reservists sometimes don't often get as recognized as the Reg Force, so it's really great to have a day where people can recognize the reservists.
Yeah, I remember when I was in the regular Army, we always referred to reservists as Saturday night soldiers, which was not really a fair depiction of what you do.
Yes,
what do you
sure.
do that is comparable, just for people who may think in that stereotype, that's comparable to what regular soldiers do?
Well, I mean, I have lots of friends that have been overseas in Afghanistan, for instance. Reserves do just about the same thing as Reg Force members do. We often train the entire summer, many weekdays and weekends. We give a lot of our time to training and complete missions just like Reg Force does.
So if you go into an operational theater, you're not in the back room making tea for the regular forces, you're actually hands-on.
Yes, you are. Yes, definitely.
Have you been in an operational theater?
I have not yet, but I've many friends from my unit and from other units who have served overseas. And I know some who have not come back as well. So that many have made sacrifices too, just as Reg Force.
So when you talk about getting comparable training with the regular forces, but this is not your full-time job. So how are they able to squeeze all the regular force training, if you will, into how they train you?
Well, basically, we're civilians who make sacrifices, basically. We dedicate our whole summer to training, many weekends throughout the year, and we try to balance that with our civilian life and school for those who are students. So we dedicate a lot of time.
So what's the point in being a reservist to you? Because that sounds to me like if you're a civilian with all this other stuff layered on top, it probably takes a lot of time. What's in it for you personally?
Many things. I can say right now that I wouldn't be in life where I was without reserves. The challenges that you have to go through courses and training just helps build you up as a character, helps you become a better person.
In what kind of way?
Learning to battle challenges that are given during your training just help you deal with everything in your everyday life. You know, if you can go through a tough military course, then it makes other jobs seem that much easier.
So it's a really satisfying semi-career, if I can say that.
Oh yes, it's very satisfying for sure.
All right, you're from this area. You're originally from New Brunswick, right? Which part of New Brunswick?
Yes, I'm from St. John, New Brunswick, so I originally joined with the 1st Royal New Brunswick Regiment, and then I transferred to the Princess Louise Fusiliers when I moved up here for school.
Okay, we have another guy here from PLF. Tell me who he is, and then we'll switch chairs and let him talk to me for a moment.
Sure, yeah, I'm here with Corporal Day, who's right beside me right now.
Okay, give me the corporal's full name.
It's Corporal Terry Day.
Okay, Corporal Day, slide in there, and we'll chat to you. First Newfoundland. Okay, so you're not a PLFer.
I'm not a PLF.
I stand corrected. All right, so correct me on the regiment.
I'm from the 1st Royal Newfoundland Regiment, based out of St. John's, Newfoundland.
All right, let me pitch the same question to you that I asked Tyler, Army Reserve Recognition Day. So what? What does it mean to you?
Basically the same thing that Tyler said. Most people think reservists, like you said, are weekend warriors. Some people can think that, but we're really not. We get the same training as the Reg Force do. My soldier qualification course is the same as the Reg Force soldier qualification course. Basic is basic. Whether it be every day for so many hours for the Reg Force or 24 hours a day for a reservist, we still get the same training.
Yeah, the other part of the stereotype that used to exist in the military about the weekend warrior thing is these guys are doing it to make extra money. They're not doing it to translate it into a military career. Are you looking at the military as a career?
Absolutely. Actually, in 2009, I put my component transfer into the Air Force. I did multimedia graphic design in school, so I'm trying to go into the Air Force as an imagery technician. I've just been on a waiting list since the summer of 2009.
Well, I don't think I want to talk to you anymore if you're going Air Force, because I'm an old Army guy, and I think you should come to our side, along with Tyler and me.
Well, I've been waiting for 3 years, so actually I put in another CT over the winter to try to get into PPCLI out west.
Yeah, Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry.
Correct.
All right, tell me this then. What do you take away from being a reservist? For yourself, I mean.
One of my best friends, Mike O'Reilly, he was in the reserves for a while, and he worked at a part-time job with me, and I used to ask him questions every single day, and eventually he was like, well, why don't you just stop asking questions and come down and ask the recruiters, and you'll get more information about it. So I said, heck, let's sign up and see what it's all about. You can always quit whenever you want. It was a lot more than I thought it was going to be. I love it. My opinion on the military right now has changed a lot since I was,
In what
16
kind
or
of
17.
How has it changed?
I guess I was one of those kids who didn't really think much of the military. I guess I just didn't understand it more. But since I've been in it, learning actually what they do and how they actually help out, it's just changed a lot.
All right, Corporal of the 1st Royal Newfoundland Regiment, I thank you for your time today, and would you please pass along my thanks to Tyler, your pal, and on behalf of folks who listen to this radio station, I'd like to thank you both for the service you give to Canada, and I hope you enjoy Army Reserve Recognition Day. Thanks.
Thank you.